Good morning. Good morning. Today is March 20th, 2026. And as you can see, the market just opened up a couple of minutes ago. This is looking at this market here. It has been a very challenging market. I have to admit that the price action itself has been very challenging. Yesterday, I was able to take a small profit yesterday, but I had to hold the trade almost the whole day. However, I've also had a couple of losses trying to chase the bottom. And today I'm just like staying on the sidelines. This does look bearish. This does look bearish. This is the daily candle, and this is what it is. It does look bearish. This on the weekly, this is what it is. Also does look bearish. However, if you notice on the weekly here, this is almost something you will not see on the chat, right? Almost something that you do not see on the chat. However, I feel like we are at the bottom of the weekly, and this trade still makes sense. Trying to chase that bottom. It could still be dangerous, but it does make sense trying to chase the bottom there. I mean, on the hourly chart, it does look bearish. The 4 hours also does look bearish. The hourly chart does look bearish, but this could easily flip. Now, if you come on the 15 minutes, it does look bearish, but it also looks like it could easily flip. Now, it does look bearish. It's all points to bearishness. But I'm not. It doesn't. It to me it doesn't make sense trying to short because you'll be shorting at the bottom. This is to me it looks pretty much like the bottom of this market. It looks pretty much like a bottom. This is just way too low to be shorting. If you put a short, that stop goes right over there. You'll be taken out. I think you'll be taken out because this is pretty. For me, I'm not comfortable with this short. Normally, it would be a typical short, a good short, but this is just way at the bottom to be shorting. Just way close to the bottom to be shorting there. For me, what makes sense is longing. That is what makes sense. But I'm a little bit hesitant to actually long because I don't know if it still wants to go down lower. I don't know if that's the case, right? So I want to be sure that it's going to be I want to be sure that it's going to flip before I can start, taking a position. As a matter of fact, this day is actually not. It is not. I mean, you can see what it's doing. So it is not. To me, it is not a high probability day, and for that reason, I would not be trading my platform account. I would just pretty much stay out. And even today, I'm thinking, should I even be worrying about today? Because this is just the market is just not very clean. It seems like it wants to go lower, even though this could potentially be the bottom, but it still wants to go lower. It still wants to go lower, right? It still wants to go lower. That is what the price action tells us. Because you can see so many bounces that has happened in just the past few days alone, and those bounces are all failed bounces, right? This one here, for example, this one here, for example, this one that was yesterday, and look at what it did. Even though it did seem like it was gonna bounce. It did bounce, but they did not follow up, right? So it is indeed a very difficult price action. For me, though, I'd say that, but it would not be difficult if you are actually patient, because this week is one of those weeks that you have to be patient. Yeah, this week is one of those weeks that you have to be patient. The price wants to do something. It wants to do something. It wants to do something else. It may not do what you want it to do. It simply wants to do what it wants to do, right? And it's much better to let it show you what it wants to do than blindly hoping that um, you know it's gonna work out the way you think. That may not be the case. That may not be the case. What I'm saying here is this could also potentially turn to you know a very it could turn to the very reversal that we're looking for. It could very well be this. But I'm not eager to get into this trade. I'm not eager to go long now, but my thesis is long. I want to go long, not short. I'm not gonna be going short. I want to go long. That is where I think where the trade my trade lies. But however, I'm saying that the daily chart doesn't actually support that. The daily chart doesn't support that, which tells me that even though it might retrace, it could actually close red, or it could close like this candle here, the previous day candle. It could actually do that. But however, the hourly chart and the 4 hour chart may actually support my thesis, which is the bullishness, and that's what I'm looking for. I want to see that first. I want to see that first. I want to see a willingness. I want to see the willingness of the market to move in that direction. I want to see that first. Normally, I will be getting, I would be going long right here. Normally, I will be doing that, but the past few days have taught me to be cautious. Actually, this whole week has taught me to be cautious. So I gotta be cautious. I gotta be a little bit more cautious. So if this wants to go down, then I'll wait for it to go down lower and see how much damage it could do before it starts reversing. I want to see that first. Yeah, I want to see that first. So being cautious, being careful, you know, trying to see what happens. And also, what I'm thinking is, even if I get in, here, where will my risk be? Well, if I get in here, my risk will be somewhere here. But getting in now does not make any sense, because you can see there is some hesitancy of this market trying to go up. So it still wants to go down, right? But assuming on the 1 hour chart it starts going up, my risk would be on that low of the 1 hour, right? So um, let's see what happens here. And that even tells me, because seeing all these things, I kind of can expect what Monday would be. I can expect what Monday may actually look like. I can expect that. Well, Monday and Sunday, I mean, it's actually Sunday, I meant Sunday more than Monday. I can expect what it's going to look like. I can begin to anticipate what it's going to look like. All right, so still trying to push up there. It wants to go up, but again, there seems to be a force that's trying to keep it down there. It could eventually go up, and when it does go up, it could spring out with so much force, I've seen that a lot in this market. I've seen that a lot of times. That is absolutely possible. That is absolutely possible. Um, all right, so we'll still wait. So there we go. So it's pushing down, still pushing down lower, still pushing down lower. It's possible. Absolutely possible. Yeah. On the other hand, it feels like this might also be, um, could also be um, a giant red day with Monday being a massive reversal, a massive green day. That is totally possible. I don't want to be on the wrong side of trend. I don't really want to be on the wrong side of trend. That's what I don't want to do. Already, this trade for me is not a it's not an A plus setup. I don't want to be short on this market. This right here because this is just way too low. Like this is just way too risky. It's just way it's uh, just just very low to the bottom. I don't want to be selling at the bottom. Don't want to be doing that. Whew. All right, so that 15-minute candle has now closed. I kind of want to get in here now. I do really want to get in there now. Where will my stop be? Stop would be here, but I just stop would be right there. But I just feel like this might actually knock out the stop. Right, that's what I'm afraid of. It might knock out the stop. Um, and I just don't want to. It might knock out the stop because too low, I guess. I guess I could probably do it, and it knocks out the stop. Isn't that fine? I guess. But then again, I'm also worried that this could climb up, rise up, and I just miss out on the round. I'm also worried about that too. But that's just my emotion now talking, right? Okay, so I'm looking at the hourly chat, and this to me feels like uh, this might be worth something. So I kind of want to get in. You know, I kind of do want to get in. I kind of do want to get in. I kind of do want to get in. But the 4 hours is itself is not shipping right. Yeah, I kind of do. It's a risky trade. I kind of do want to get in. A risky trade with a stop here, but it's just too stop is just too low. I kind of want to get in on that trade. Yeah, I really do want to get in on that trade. The 4 hours does make sense though. The 4 hours does make sense. Looking at it from the 4 hours candle, it does make sense. I'm gonna get in. Yeah, I got in at the high there, but that's fine. So I'm in now. What is my stop? Well, the stop is right over here. That's where the stop is. So if it starts coming down there, I got reasons to be worried. I think for me now, it's only just one contract with this trade. One contract, now more than that. Until I can see something. So the stop is really 13 points for me. 13 points, that's what the stop is. Let's see. But I'm not eager to take that stop though, to take that loss, just because I feel like this is just way close to the bottom. Um, but I mean, I could be wrong. I could be really, really wrong. Like I said again, this trade is not an A plus setup for me. It is not an A plus setup trade. It is not an A plus setup trade. So let's just hope this works. So it's flipping up. I do like this, the way this candle is looking. I do like it. It's tempting to want to get in a second contract. It's really tempting to want to get in a second contract. But before I can do that, though, I want this candle to flip green. The one I want the one I come to flip green. I want to see that first. I want to see that candle flip green. All right, this is beautiful. I want to see it stay this way. I want to see it keep on going up, though. That's what I want to see, though. I don't want to see this come back. And it could actually come back. I think it could come back. I think it may come back. Thinking about it now. Right. So I'm gonna step out for a few. I do want to add one. I do want to add one more, but I'm going to do that when I see what I need to see. I want to add two contracts there, but then that would be me risking, you know, 16 points by two, which is actually not bad. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just leave this one there. I want to see this 1 hour candle close. If the 1 hour candle closes, then I may add the second contract there. This is really tempting to add second contract. It is really tempting to do that. Yeah, I mean, even if all I did was just this one contract, that is enough profit for this account, though. That's because that's you're looking at possibly more than here, which is like which is just about 50 points, you know, which is more than 50 points, and that's good enough. That's good enough for a small account like this. So that's $50. That's good enough for the small account, right? That's good. So I'm liking this. I'm liking this now. This hourly candle has now flipped. It has now flipped. It has now flipped. It has now flipped. Okay, I'm liking this. So even though it has flipped, it's beginning to come down again. Yeah, and then it completely came down. I do like this. I do honestly do like this. I kind of want to add more there, but that's just way too much risk. Yeah, it has now flipped. Yeah, I think one contract for now is good. Yeah, it's now flipping red again, as you can see. Yeah, one contract is good because this could easily come crashing down. Yeah, for now it's good. Yeah, for now it's good. Okay, I'm gonna step out for a second just here to do something. Yeah, if it starts going up, I'm more willing to add more if it starts going up because then I know the trend is up and I can easily add more there. But for now, one contract is good. All right, so it's pretty much falling apart. Looks like it's falling apart there. Yeah, one contract is good. Yeah, just one is good because this could easily go down more, and I'm willing to hold it if it goes down lower instead of taking that loss because I do think this is the bottom. That's the reason why I'm in this trade. I do think this is the bottom, And also, the reason because of the uncertainty of it is also the reason that I'm not going deep. Balls deep, just one contract. All right, I'll take a quick break here. Coming back soon. Okay, all right. So we're still doing this. Um, all right. Yeah, this tells me that I'm actually happy that I did not put in two contracts because it would be difficult holding those two contracts with this. It would be much easier to hold those two contracts if this price went straight up, right? So it'll be more easier holding it. Right now it's not. It's just doing. It's like you don't even know what it wants to do, and that 15-minute candle just closed. The 15-minute candle just closed. You can see here on the 15 minutes, the way that it closed, it did not close right. That's not a good closing. Assuming that 15 minutes had closed and stayed up there, then that would be much easier. Very, very much easier. Well, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Okay. 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 So the 15 minutes, this is what it's doing. Okay. That's a little bit encouraging. As long as it stays up there though. Yeah. I'd like to see how this 1 hour candle closes. I'd like to see how it closes. If it closes red like this, then that's good. I may think about going in. Oh, look at that stuff. It's beautiful. It's pushing up in 15 minutes. Yeah, that's good. This more or less tells me that this could be going up. In which case, I may want to add a second contract as long as this candle closes like this, though. If it closes like this or closes green, then I'm gonna be adding one more contract. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Let's go. Hmm. 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 All right. So this is coming down. It's not going up. It is coming down. This is not looking good. I'm thinking, should I be getting out of this or should I just hold this? I'm looking at the 1 hour candle though. 6 more minutes before the hourly candle closes. Okay, so this is not, yeah, this is not what I expected from this trade. Um, But like I said, I mean, I would not be shorting this trade. Would not be shorting this trade. I want to see this one out kind of close, then I can decide if I want to jump out or not. Yeah, this is way more than I was willing to risk. It's way more than I was willing to risk. Yeah, it is way more than that. I think I may have to get out. I think so. Because this could do something that I don't know. Yeah, it's made it's more than what I was willing to risk. It probably wants to go down lower. I don't know. But I want to see this all I can do close first. I want to see that candle close first, and I can just decide if I should just jump out or not. Yeah. If I had two contracts here, I would not. That would not have been easy for me to hold that. It would not have been easy for me to hold that. That is just way too much. It would have been way too much stress on my head. So look at what it's doing right now. Just look at what it's doing. Isn't that annoying? Isn't that very annoying? Just look at what it's doing. Yeah. Just look at the price action. Just look at what it is doing. Just look at the price action. So yeah, if the stop was here, the stop was too tight, and that's why I did not take out the trade. Yeah, the stop was too tight. I knew that. Well, I still want to wait for this candle to close. If it closes red at the bottom here, I may have to get out. Yeah, what a crazy day. What a shitty day. Crazy price action. Crazy price activity. Yeah, that is a crazy price action. Yeah, what is that? What is that? What is that? My God. All right, so it's good that it's pushing up. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a long hold like yesterday. I think it might be. It may not be not, but it couldn't. Maybe not, but it's telling me like it may be just like yesterday. I mean, look at yesterday. Yesterday, look at what it did. Where is that price? So I look at it here. You know, this was pretty much if you look down the lower time frame that happened. This was literally on this happened in 3 minutes, right? So I just hope that's not the case today. Today, but it's looking like that might be the case today. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, but I'm holding this. Gonna be holding this till this hourly candle closes. The way that this hourly candle closes uh, would let me know, or I would decide if I want to keep on holding or just get out. It's just gonna be based on the way that this hourly candle closes. If it closes with a huge wick, the lower wick, then I can still hold this trade. If it closes down at the low there, then I'm not okay. So it just closed actually. Um, I'm really tempted to add more to this trade, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm really tempted to add more to this trade. So the candle just closed. There we go. So I'm really tempted to add more to this trade. I'm really tempted to add more to this trade, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to wait first, because if this is gonna be a green candle, then I'd rather sit up here first of all. Then it would be much easier for me to add there somewhere around there than doing here, because here is just that if it starts coming down, I don't know how to handle it, right? So it will just be too much risk for me. Well, on the other hand, I'm thinking to myself now, honestly, this is not too bad. I think I should be adding there, because looking at the time and everything, I kind of want to add there. I do want to add there. I do want to add one more there. Yeah, I really do want to add one more there. That's going to increase my risk though. It's going to increase my risk, but I just don't. I just want to add one more there. All right, so I think I'm gonna add one more there. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. The reason I'm doing that is because of this 1 hour candle. That's probably the reason I'm doing that. A stop would be here. Even there though, that would be a reasonable stop. But let's see. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but let's see. The 1 hour candle does look, it does look inviting to me. It does look very encouraging. Let's see if this holds, or if this is gonna be. Oh boy! Oh god! Oh god! Yeah. I think I'm probably better off just holding one contract than two contracts, because with one contract I can, I can just pretty much all I have to do is just hold it. But with two contracts, it just becomes too. Yeah, so I'm going to have to take it out. I may have to take it out too, but I want to see this candle close 15 minutes. I want to see it close before I can decide to take it out or not. Yeah, I usually like when I'm this type of trade. Uh, I like to see price goes towards my direction once in the trade, and not have to hold it the whole day. Because there's having the second trade here doesn't make any sense. I can see that clearly. Um, but I want to see this 15 minutes candle close first. If it closes, I'm just gonna have to take. If it's a loss, I'm gonna take a loss and just hold the one contract, because I should not have added that second contract there. I should not have done that. So now it's falling apart now. Perfect. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. It's falling apart. So I'll still wait for that candle to close. If it closes red, I may take it out. You know, I may take it out and just hold one contract because I shouldn't have done that. I really wanted to do it, but I shouldn't have done that because the price itself is not willing to move up. It's a little bit hesitant, right? And this trade now being an A plus setup, should not even be doing that. I should not be doing that at all. I should not be adding there. I should be waiting until price goes to the top. That is when I should be adding. I should not be adding there at all. Though the reason that I added there is really simply on the 1 hour chart. The 1 hour chart looks, uh, this just looks very bullish to me, right? It just looks very bullish to me. Um, it just does really look very bullish to me. But if these two contracts is gonna influence the way that I hold this position, then I might as well take it out. Take one out and just hold the other one because even just holding one trade is good enough. It's good enough profit, right? It's good enough profit, really. Uh, Even just holding one trade is good enough profit. Yeah, it really wants to go up, but it looks like something is dragging it down. Something doesn't want it to go up. Something is dragging it down. Right? That's what it looks like to me. What the heck is this? Yeah, I don't think I'm comfortable holding two trades, two contracts on something like this. I like to see go up right away. I'm not really comfortable with it. I'm not really comfortable with it. Uh, uh, I'm not really comfortable with it, even though this looks like it might go up. Not two contracts. One contract is just fine. Um, yeah, I really hate this. I do hate this. Um, this whole week, the price action has been just like this the whole week. Hoping that next week would be much better. So just hoping. There we go. So it's not going down instead of going up. All right. So yeah, I was probably much better off just holding one contract. So I still want to wait for the 15 minutes candle to close. Uh, the way that candle closes would decide would really determine if I want to take it out. But I really want to take it out. I just don't like that stress, and it is stressing me a lot because it's not going up; it's just going down, right? So All right, so I'm really not liking this. Oh, it just feels like this. It feels it's just so much stress holding this trade, holding two contracts. It just feels like so much stress. Um, I mean, it's 11 o'clock and this hasn't yet moved yet. Um, oof. You know what? I'm thinking I have to take this out. Uh, I just don't like it. I just don't like what I'm holding right now. I'm gonna add it back up. Uh, it hasn't yet moved. It hasn't yet moved. It hasn't yet done anything, and it's just scaring me out. Even though this does look bullish, but um, I don't know. It does look bullish. It does look bullish. Okay, all right. So it's pushing up now. My God. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this out. Uh, I kind of want to take it out because I just feel like it's just too much risk for the small account. Uh, and I mean, this is not it. And it might actually be a good set. It might actually be worth it, to be honest, at the end of the day. It might be worth it at the end of the day. Uh, okay. So 15 minutes hasn't yet. Uh, looks like this is closing green. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. So it's pushing up there. I hope it stays there. I do hope it stays there. Stays up there and keeps on going up. That is what I'm hoping. But let's see. I mean, I think this might probably turn out all right. The only thing that I'm worried is that, or the only thing that is giving me stress is this is, I've had losses back to back on this small account, and I'd rather make my losses to a minimum, right? But this setup is not too bad. It's not an A plus setup, but it's still maybe considered a B setup, which is still good. Let's see. there anything that I'm not seeing here that I should be seeing? Is there anything that I'm missing here on this chart? Is there anything that I'm not seeing on this chart? So if the 15-minute candle closes like this and stays like this, that is good. That is good. That is bullish. But if it drops down again below this low, then that is not good. That is not good. That would be, to me, that would be very disencouraging. So let's see. So let's see what it does. Yeah, if this stays up there, then that's also bullish, right? That's also bullish. Uh, that's also bullish. I mean, the 1 hour candle does show that. The 4 hour candle slightly does show that too. Uh, but this is if it keeps on going up, that is bullish. If it comes down back here again, that is not good. Especially if it comes towards this low, that is not good. So let's see. All right, so I mean, I really don't like what it's doing right now. Yeah, I really don't like what it's doing right now. Yeah, that is not. Yeah, that is. You know, um, this is not good. Obviously, but I mean, it hasn't yet finished anyway. This is just the beginning of the 15 minutes. It's actually 1 minute, so it's obviously not good. Um, yeah, it's looking like it might be a long hold like yesterday for this to play out. It's just looking like it. It might be a long hold. Could be an all day stuff. Holding the trade all day for this to play out. All right, so it's pushing back up, kicking back up. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be like yesterday. Um, it's not going straight right up right away. It is just too slow. It's just too slow. I'm really thinking I should be minimizing risk. Um, I'm really thinking about that. Uh, Minimizing risk is just to, for me, just means sticking out one contract. There, yeah, yeah. This is not. Yeah. Okay, so it's really coming down lower here, which is just not good. Which is just not good. Which is just not good. Yeah, this is probably gonna go down lower before coming back up again. I don't want to hold two contracts if it wants to go down lower. I just want to hold just one contract. Um, you know, I just want to hold one contract. Um, okay, I think I may just close out one of these. This is not what I was looking for. Um, Honestly, this is very, very annoying anyway. It's very annoying. Um, just like yesterday, held the trade the whole day, and finally at 2 p.m. something happened. Um, it was very annoying. It was a very annoying stuff. Uh, I still made profit, but it wasn't an easy profit. It was a very, it was a very hard profit to make. So today is looking just like that too. So um, I think I'm going to take out one of these trade here. Yeah, I'm really thinking if I should take it out or if not. Um, I'm really thinking about that. I'm really thinking about that. Yeah, I'm really thinking about that. Should I take it out or should I just leave it? Um, okay. Whew. Yeah. So clearly, this is probably gonna be what I think is gonna be. This is just pretty much what I did. It's pretty much the same thing as yesterday, right? At least so far, that's what it's looking like. Pretty much something like yesterday. And yesterday, I was not happy yesterday. Though I did make profit yesterday, but I was not happy because I had the trade the whole day. Um, it was a very annoying day. It was very annoying. Um, Today, it's also looking like it today that like that might be the case. Um, okay, so I think I may knock out one of these trade here just to have that peace of mind. I'm gonna knock out this because he doesn't want to do something. Uh, it doesn't want to do something. Although, wait, look. What is it? What is it? What's going on here? Beautiful stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? Beautiful stuff. I'm gonna take out one there, even though that's too early. To me, that's too early. I took out that too early, but that's fine. Uh, Now I can hold this in peace. Now, I can hold this in peace. I don't have to worry about anything now. I can totally hold this without having to worry about anything. But maybe I should be adding more though. Maybe I should be adding more, shouldn't I? Maybe I should add it back. No, I'm not gonna do that. Um, I mean, like on the hourly chart, you can see this is really bullish. This is shipping up bullish. Uh, It's just holding two contracts. It just messes with me. It does mess with me a lot, which I don't like. Especially when it's not going up. It's just taking its time and doing this. That's what I don't like. I don't like about it. You know, it is what I don't like about it. Hmm. I kind of want to add this back again because I mean, for this to do this tells me that it wants to go up, right? That's what it tells me. It tells me it wants to go up. Assuming it did not do this, then that would be different. I kind of want to add one more back there. Yeah, for that to do that tells me that it wants to go up. Like for this thing to happen right there, that is just tells me it wants to go up. Um, you know, it tells me it wants to go up. So I'm gonna add one more there. Yeah, it tells me it wants to go up. Even though I was just basically crying about getting out of this trade, but now I kind of want to add one. You know, I feel like I added one more there, which I've already done. The reason being, um, yeah, this does look bullish. This does look bullish. This does look bullish. I gotta tell you that it looks bullish. This is a bullish price activity. I mean, if you also you gotta think about it. If it was going to go red, it would have gone red now. If you notice how price action has been the past few weeks. Um, Not saying that it cannot go red. It could obviously go red, go lower than that. But you know, let's just see what happens there. Hmm. I think the only reason why I took that out is because it's two contracts, right? So and two contracts at that level there. When I had the two contracts right over there, the loss if this decides to start going down, the loss will be just too heavy. But having that price, having this entry a little bit much lower, kind of helps me a little bit, right? Because this is this right here would be some sort of potential point if this starts going lower, some sort of potential stop loss, right? So, um, which is from there, from where I got in there to that loss there is just about you know it's just, honestly it's still a lot, about 15, 10 to 15 points, right? So, uh, but the reason I'm getting to this trade is because I feel like this wants to go up, not go down. Doesn't mean it cannot go down. We can see what it's doing right now. Doesn't mean it cannot go down. It could possibly go down. But let's see. Yeah, totally happy taking out this tiny profit there. Totally happy with that for sure. Um, yeah, okay. Yeah, this almost feels like it's gonna be like yesterday, precisely like yesterday, uh, precisely like yesterday, exactly like yesterday. Whew. All right. I'm gonna have to end the stream though, because I gotta be somewhere else anyway. We're back again on Monday. This week has been a little bit nasty in terms of the price activity. Hoping for a good week next week. Hoping for a good week next week. All right, we're back again next week, and hope you have a very, very wonderful week. Ike Chukwu with it here.